Hi, community. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful 24 hours. The weather here has been really, really nice, really settled. You know, it's not overly hot, it's not cold yet. But yeah, we are definitely. I saw a meme. It said we're getting ready for the burrs. September, October, November, December. And I was like, yeah, that's really true. So gotta go get my new tires for the winter so I don't get stuck. But I'm sure everyone else is going through the same, housekeeping measures. But it feels kind of good. It feels kind of good to do those measures because I know it's been about 2 years. Well, I had to get tires because I worked straight through the pandemic, but it was difficult to get them. And I was waiting a really long time. Like I didn't get any new tires in 2020. I don't think we got a lot of snow out here. That was strange. That was very strange. Um, we had ice. There was an ice storm. There was an ice storm, but everything was already shut down. So the governor just decided, all right, leave it shut down. 2021 we did not get a lot of snow, and yeah, we didn't get a lot of snow 2021. But it took a really long time for me to even place an order for tires. It was just, I was like, oh my goodness. So yes, I'm one of those people when it comes to the seasonal changes. Usually with me, every 2 years I change my tires. And I get the performance tires. I'm really into cars, so I love keeping mine up. But I get the performance tires, so this way there's no limit to where I can go. I can go anywhere I want. If I want to be off road, I can be off road. If I want to be on road, I'm gonna be on road. If I want to drive over the speed bumps, I'm gonna do it. And my tires will not break at that point. So I'm the kind of person I'll spend top dollar on my tires and not really, and it's a used car, because the tires to me that's the main part of the car, other than under the hood, but that's what gets abused the most. Okay. Well, thank you so much for listening. I don't know why I started talking about my tires. But that's how I am. Okay. All right, spirit. Can I have a spirit guide message, a spirit animal message, please? What should we be focusing on? Is there anything you would like to say to us? Is there anything you would like to say to us? Ooh, this was a poor shuffle, but this is the card. When changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. Right. So when change is made for the sake of change, resist. So don't just change because you feel you need to change, right? Change is done because it's necessary for us to grow, it's necessary for us to evolve, it's necessary for our DNA line to evolve, right? It's necessary for the continuance of who we are as a person or as a anything. It's just necessary for our survival, right? And basically to me this is like don't overindulge, right? In change. Don't overspend maybe. Um don't make your change meaningful, right? And when I look at this card, I just see this tortoise and I see it in the middle of the grass. And he or she, I'm not sure if they have genders, he or she is just making their way through the grass, right? So there's no need for him or her to shed their shell. There's no need for any of that because whatever path they're on, it is doable. They're able to do it the way they are now. Okay. And with this, I also intuitively see content. It's asking you to be content. Where the community is in life is a nice position. It's a very nice position. Um, it's not something that we would necessarily always see for ourselves, but it is not a bad position. There's nothing that's jumping out from this card intuitively that's telling me um we're in dire straits or anything like that, you know. Um, so I don't see any kind of negativity here. I just see the card is asking for us to stay still, basically. Stay still, appreciate what you have, know that what you have is exactly what you need at this time. And that would be the message for that. Okay. All right. Very beautiful way to start a simple little read. I'm only going to do a 2 card spread this time. And I know some of you might be saying, well, why are you only doing? Well, I only do a 4 card spread, meaning it's the four. So the deck, the major deck I pick up, like this is the major one. It's the one I use majority of the time. So this is when I say 4 card. It's only 4 of these cards. If you look at the videos, it's only 4. This is not a part of the card spread. This is the guiding energy, right? So when I do the guiding energy here, I don't do it here, right? This is the guiding energy. This is the energy that is supporting it. It's detailing what this is saying, hopefully, if they're in alignment together. Um, so that is what I mean by a 4 card spread. Any other card other than the major deck that I use, like say if I get some Moonology, it'll only be 1 or 2, right? Because it's going to clarify whatever this major deck has told me. So that's the 4 card spread. Okay. I'm only going to do 2 cards now because I intuitively picked up enough from that card, from our guiding energy card, that I don't need a whole lot more detail. Okay. All right. I just want to explain my process. That's all. um, thank you, Divine, for this information, and thank you for this beautiful day that is about to happen or is happening for some of us. Please give me a message for the community. We know about change. We know not to make frivolous changes and to resist any change that is not of our highest good. But what else should we be focused on? What are the emotions we should be focused on? Thank you. Look at that. I said 2 cards, and look at how many cards fell out. Okay. All right. Okay. Protection. All right, good. And those are locks, by the way. Yeah. Protection. Okay. And anger. These cards don't come in the upright, in the upside down. Anger. Okay. So the change that we're resisting, or sorry, the change that we should resist is saying it's for our own protection. Okay, it's for our own protection. In it being for our own protection, it is something that um can cause, even though it says anger, I'm getting anxiety, right? It could be anger and anxiety. But the protection is related to the anger. But we still will have anxiety if we make this change, right? So this is just telling me, confirming this: the change is unnecessary. Whatever the change is, when you have changes coming up, really examine if you need to do that, because every time you make changes, it puts us on a different path, right? And here, intuitively, I'm seeing, not now, not now. This message is not now. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but it's just saying not now. Just be content, basically, with what we have. Okay. All right. That's a message, right? Be content with what we have. Okay. Let me see. I'm thinking I want to do. I'm gonna put some divinity on it. Okay. I'm not gonna go any further into the cards to see if there's anything else. Okay. Is there a moon manifestation for? Actually, it's not this deck. It's this one. Okay. Is there a Moonology that we can see? Is there any advice you can give us? Anything we need to caution or be wary of with this situation that is going to produce anxiety, but we're being protected from anger? Okay. All right. We'll review that in 1 minute. Is there anything else? Okay, so far it's two different messages. Okay. Yes, that's different. It's two different messages here. Okay, let me just see this for a minute. Hold on. Is there any information here to help? Okay. Sorry, I really had to get into the zone for that one. Okay, so here, so let me explain what I'm seeing. Um, I will put a little trigger warning on this, okay? Um, there's some change, there's something that we're not thinking clearly about. We're not thinking clearly. It's like one of those situations where you're just like, I'll do it. Why not? Life's short. I'll do it. Okay. It's that kind of thing, right? Very nonchalant. It's saying don't resist it, right? And I knew that was a caution card when it came out. We are being divinely protected from this change. We're being divinely protected from this change. Um, and we're also being protected from anger. But this situation, whatever this is going to cause anxiety. The change is going to cause anxiety, whether we do this or not, because we all have free will. It's going to cause anxiety, but you're being protected from anger. So, whatever this is, as it unfolds, you will get angry. Your anger, whoever this is, may have a problem with anger or may have a problem with expressing themselves when they get into a frustrating situation. It's going to produce that, but you're being protected from it. You're being protected from it. Okay. This is just a caution telling someone don't do this change. Not right now. It's not time yet to do this. Whatever that is. Um, your hard work is paying off. I wanted to switch it because I feel like it should be switched. But I don't think intuitively it needs to be switched. Okay, so the message here in this way is saying that your anger is not going to come out. You're being protected and you're working on yourself, right? Your hard work is paying off. You're working on yourself. You're working on your anger. So it's not going to come out, but anxiety absolutely will. Okay? So just be prepared for it when it comes out. Anxiety will absolutely come out. But it says the anger will not. And for some reason, that's important in this reading. I keep hearing that. It's saying no anger, no anger. So you're not going to worry about this. This is not going to come out, but anxiety will. And the anger is not coming out because your hard work is paying off. Whatever you're doing to yourself internally to get yourself not to get here anymore is working. And congratulations on that. It's working. So this change, once you resist it, it's going to trigger something in you. Maybe the person's response will trigger you to try to get angry, but you're not going to. It will definitely produce anxiety though. Maybe the fact that you're not making the change is going to try to trigger anger because it's something you really think you need to do and you're being told you don't need to do it. In that situation, it almost looks like a business deal or like some money. There's money involved in that instance. There's money involved in that instance. If you are wanting to make this change and you're doing it kind of impulse wise, that's where the anger is going to come from. That's where it's coming from because you're not going to do it. and it's going to get you angry, but your anger is not going to come out because you've been working on yourself with your anger, but your anxiety will be produced. Okay, so just get ready for that anxiety to come out. Here it's telling me belong to your own dream, right? Create your own life, right? Remember, these are the Alice in Wonderland cards. Belong to your own life. So it's saying basically the read is, and then of course a new romantic cycle begins. I think this is just a one-off card, meaning this is a message by itself. So it's almost like this is a message and then that's a message, if that makes sense. This does not belong here. That's why when I got it out, I had to be real quiet to hear what what that card was doing. I didn't understand what it was doing. Okay. So this card, it's just like, say, put it here. It's saying, look, you're gonna have a new romance soon, but it's not with this here. It's not this reading. Um so congratulations. But yeah, belong to your own dream. That belongs with, there it is. That belongs with protection. That's how it's supposed to be. That's it. That's why I was with those cards, that wasn't the right order. This is the order. This is the order. Okay? And yeah, we'll try to get a manifestation on this to give it some positive energy here. This is not negative as much as it was when I first pulled them. Um, this belong to your own dream with protection is telling me you control you. Nothing or no one or situations don't control you. You control you. Right? That's what this is telling me. That's what this spread right here says. And intuitively, that's what it's telling me. You control you. You don't let anything else, a situation, nothing control you. Right? But you're not going to. You're that's why it's saying to resist. Intuitively, I was getting a message. Sorry, when I pause like that and I really get into the reading like this, I pause because I'm getting a message and I need to make it make sense to tell you. um so when it comes to change, it's saying to resist the change, be your own person. That's it. That's what this reading is. Ooh, that was a little gymnastics there, right? Be your own person is basically, be your own person. Whatever this change is that you need to resist, it's not done because it needs to be done, right? It's done because you want to do it. You just want something different. You want to change. But I'm also hearing be your own person. Be your own person. It's not easy, but be your own person is what I hear. Wow. Okay. Let's get a manifestation card on that. That was very heavy, but that happens in Oracle as well as happens in tarot. You don't always get positive messages, but you need to just work through them and understand any messages given to you are for your own. It's kind of a warning or a glimpse into what could be. Nothing is set in stone. Everyone has a free will. Everyone has a choice. Okay. All right, but I will put a trigger warning on this video. Okay. All right. Confirm. Be your own person. Right? Step into your power. This card has come out once before. Step into your power. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a defining moment for somebody. Yeah. This is going to be one of those decisions to resist change that, is going to make a difference in the long run. Meaning an immediate difference in someone's life. Not saying life or death, right? Not like that, immediate, no. But saying like this is a decision that has to be made about not making changes that are not necessary. It might be you make the decision to make the change and then you go into financial debt immediately. That's the kind of reading this is. Whatever this change is you're trying to make real quick, it's a quick change. Even though the tortoise is slow, this is quick. If you make this decision very quick, without thinking, contemplating, maybe running it by some friends, going to a barbershop, going somewhere to get some information, you're gonna get reactions real quick. So it's like an example could be a friend has said to you, I have a great business deal. It's an apartment complex. We can own an apartment complex. And you're like, oh, great. I need money right now. And this is going to be perfect. And oh, you're guaranteed $20,000 up front, right? And this is telling you, wait, don't do it. Something's going on here. And in the back end, you find out the $20,000 are guaranteed is at closing, right? Is at the closing of the building. But then the 20,000 you got upon closing of the building goes to immediate repairs before the building goes into condemned status. It's one of those decisions. It's like, wait a minute, what? And your friend had no idea. They had no idea. Okay. But you're definitely going, this is a decision you're making, and it's a decision that's going to have to really just remember, not, you don't need to change right away. You don't need to change right away. But it's kind of like that. Whatever the decision is, if you make it and you haven't considered all the options, immediate you're gonna fall into a hole. There's some kind of hole you're gonna fall into. It could be the apartment complex situation. It could be, I decided to take my family on a vacation, and then all of a sudden, the vacation that we're going on, the hotel, we get there, and it's not what we wanted, and therefore I can't make the changes, and I've lost all our money, that kind of thing. And I guess, like, if you're a younger person within a demographic watching, this decision is, it's, kind of like I decided to go to college with my best friend, but oh, I didn't know I don't like, college in Hawaii. Oh, but I don't like the water, I don't like the beach. It's that kind of thing. So, it has variations to it, but again, just resist change when unnecessary, basically. Be your own person. All right, everyone. That was a very intense reading, but that's what happens when messages come out. They come out for our better good, and they come out to kind of warn or caution us, okay? But don't forget, congratulations, a new romantic relationship begins. That's just a one off card. So, yeah, congratulations. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. And, let's keep up to date. And I definitely will say a meditation for you guys today. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great one.